A very good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's session. Now, this is going to be a very interesting session. What are we talking about today is building future proof careers in the age of AI. Now, we all have heard that AI is very quickly impacting the way careers are evolving today. Rather, on LinkedIn these days, I see different kind of organizational pyramids, how they are getting transformed with AI native organizations coming up. So the idea and intent behind this session is to give you an understanding of what real questions lie in front of us when it comes to building future-proof careers in the age of AI. So the question is not whether AI will impact your career or not. The question is how careers are evolving and how you can, with optimism, lead the change, right? Now, coming to the first part, how careers have evolved, there is a paradigm shift in the mindset. Long before, at the times of our grandparents and before, uh, the lot of onus was on learning and working. So learn and apply. That's how the world has primarily been, right, from the industrial era, right? Then during our times we moved to the information era, wherein learning and working in the middle involved something called a degree, which meant getting specialized learning or understanding in the domains that you're supposed to work, right? Then the third stage, which is today, is the AI era, where you are so much driven by technology that you need to learn continuously and work with AI and solve problems. So the skills that are required, the tasks that are required, they have evolved. Each era demands a different mindset. And the demand of today's era is continuous learning and partnering with AI, and not just being able to do it to cope up with it, but building that mindset that you become very good at it, because that is how your careers are going to grow in the right direction in today's times. Now, how is all this impacting in the real world? The rise of AI native careers. Now, today's professionals in the AI native world use AI as naturally as the earlier generations used to use Google, Excel, or calculators. It's already there, right? Be it doctors, lawyers, accountants, marketeers, entrepreneurs, everyone is using AI on a daily basis. AI is giving edge in both increasing efficiency as well as effectiveness of organizational outcomes, right? Now, I'll give you an example. Let's take an AI native marketeer. A marketeer today, suppose working on creating a brand campaign, can build a brand guideline book using AI in a couple of hours. A marketer today can create a campaign around content or PR in a couple of hours. Now, these things which would in maybe take 2 days before are getting done in 2 hours, and the expectations of organizations have become the same. A year and a half back, it was more like some people had started to innovate using AI in different domains, but today now it's run of the mill. Rather, organizations, leaderships are expecting people to be AI native. That's how fast things have changed, right? Today, go to a good hospital, you will see doctors writing using a pen in a sheet, and it's automatically getting reflected in their prescriptions on the computers. How fast, right? Irrespective of whatever profession you are in, either you are actively creating or you setting up things using AI, or just being users of it. But you have to adapt, and this is today. And the difference from a year before to today is dramatic. Just imagine how it's going to change in the next 5 years, right? Now, as I mentioned, be it medicine, law, finance, engineering, entrepreneurship, everywhere AI is right at the helm of things, right? Uh, and so let's just take example AI in case of medicine. It's doing summarization, pattern recognition, right? Getting used in robotics, and The doctors are then acting as experts in diagnosis and patient care, right? In law, a lot of transcription, documentation, translation, right? Drafts, research activities are being taken care of AI now. And lawyers have to more focus on strategy and negotiation. So, irrespective of the stream, irrespective of the domain, what's happening is AI is becoming a partner in how work gets done. So, we are living in an era already where AI and human intelligence are working hand in hand. And this is just a couple of years into AI actively getting involved in the mainstream Indian workforce, right? So the way it's going to rise is very, very fast, very, very sharp. And you guys need to be mentally ready and prepared for it and build the habits that makes you AI native. Now, just to illustrate this, I'll be taking a small case. And before I get into that, just summing up what we have been discussing, AI replaces a lot of things which can be done or automated, like searching, summarizing, drafting, routine analysis, presentation, right? And it also amplifies a lot of things, right? In terms of creativity, decision making, leadership, communication, problem solving. So it's a very strong aid. A very common question that's getting asked all around is, will AI replace careers? AI will not replace careers, it will replace tasks, right? And humans would be expected to have twofold ability. One, to be able to use AI in the right way as an aid. Two, being able to create that value or layer of strategic thinking, decision making, managerial ability, where human skills are more important and act as an add on above the AI layer. So, fundamentally, you should be able to use AI, lead teams with AI, right? And build your communication, negotiation, strategic thinking, critical thinking abilities so that you grow and rise in your career as a problem solver. Now, just to demonstrate this, how AI native organizations are becoming, individuals are becoming, I'll take a small demo and which will just help you understand how using AI, what can happen today, kind of looks like magic to somebody 5 years below before who would have been thinking of working on similar things, right? So we'll take an entrepreneurial case study. So suppose two, three of you guys are sitting with your friends and you guys are discussing a problem, right? The problem is that students are facing a lot of academic pressure, career uncertainty, social comparison, digital overload, emotional stress. Yet, they do not have any access to a mental wellness mentorship kind of a system. Either there are expensive therapy platforms or generic help content, right? And by the time the student loses the mental wellness angle, things become severe. Often students are left hanging thinking, what do I do? So there is a lack of trusted, affordable, student centric ecosystem that helps build emotional resilience, maintain balance, and create a guiding ecosystem during the entire academic career journey of a student. So this is something, let's say you guys, two, three of you were discussing together as friends, and you thought that, okay, hey, let's build a platform, right? A platform that provides daily guidance, preventive support, expert backed insights, and accessible counseling pathways in a format that students can easily consume and sustain. So you came up with an idea. Let's call this platform Mind Genie. Now, what is Mind Genie? Mind Genie helps students stay mentally fit before they reach burnout to daily audio content, guided wellness sessions, AI powered counseling support, and expert curated publications. Mind Genie makes mental wellness accessible for every student. So, what is Mind Genie? It's a platform. It works on mental fitness of students, provides them XYZ features. So, you came up with this idea and you have termed this as Mind Genie, right? Now, how does it work? you guys thought, okay, so what all will we provide, what all we can provide. You sat together, you brainstorm, you thought, okay, there'll be a daily wellness podcast. All right, bite-sized audio episodes, happiness, resilience, focus, stress management, emotional well-being in that genre. Then you thought there should be a content studio, right? Then where different kind of mindfulness sessions, different mindfulness interventions, talks, webinars. There should be a content studio. All right. Then you thought we'll create a rack-based AI system, integrate with a very solid and profound knowledge base in the field of mental wellness counseling, and create a platform which will give personalized AI-powered guidance and an option to escalate to a human expert at a discounted price for members. All right. Now, then you thought, okay, fine. Apart from all this, these are interventions. There is some content intervention going on. There are some AI interactions. Let's also have a journal publication kind of a setup where good storytelling and narrative mode of wellness, fitness, productivity is being shared in a storytelling format on a monthly basis, right? So, designed exclusively for students, a safe, comfort, relaxing kind of a zone, affordable, easy to consume, impactful, right? That is what Mind Genie is. So after all this discussion on an evening, now you think that hey, to build this, we need to take this idea to a concept, to a presentation level for investors, and probably make some prototype wherein we can show that okay, this is what how things would look before you start talking to genuine customers or even investors, right? Now this is where you have an idea. Let's see how we build this business with AI today. Now, AI native entrepreneurs will take this up as a totally different exercise as anybody 3, 4 years back would, right? It will all be about which tool in AI is going to help me build what, right? So for business, so there's a process that you set up. You say, okay, we'll define the business strategy, the audience, pricing, and then you will set up the market and build a pitch deck, and you will build a product concept demonstration, right? So you build this process flow in your mind and you start working with AI, right? Now, next we will see which AI tools can easily help us generate this in no time. Plus, also important to understand is it's not just about the tools that we are using, it's about how AI native organizations and people are thinking today. And you need to introspect. Have you built that kind of comfort in prompting, in knowledge of AI tools, in that intent and ability to build? These are the questions you need to ask and reflect on during the next course of this demonstration, right? Mind genie idea to concept. So now, as friends, we decide, okay, let's go and talk to our favorite AI co-pilot, right? ChatGPT, our daily life friend. So we go to ChatGPT, right? And we start our discussion with ChatGPT. All right. Now, ChatGPT works pretty well if you are clear with what you expect from it, what role it is expected to play. You are clear on what content you are feeding, right? Then probably it achieves two things. One, it helps you generate a structured response, plan things better. Two, it might give one, two ideas which might be beneficial to add in terms of what you are preparing, right? Now, in this demonstration, we will think from the point of view not that okay, this is the final output. What I have done here is I have taken the first drafts of all interactions and went through the process in an actual uh, outcome generation. Probably a couple of interactions would be required to bring more effectiveness and efficiency uh, post human review of the AI responses, right? But this is just a demonstration. So treat this as a first level process understanding of what we do for MindGenie. So what we are doing here, we are prompting, right? What we are writing is the problem first. Students face academic pressure, social, digital, correct. This we have discussed. Then we say that mental wellness solutions are expensive, etc. There is a lack of a right ecosystem, right? So these are things that we have already discussed amongst us as friends. Now we are putting it across to ChatGPT, right? Now we'll also put the solution in, right? The solution is Mind Genie, and we will put how Mind Genie is going to work. So let me take this a little faster. So we are putting in the details about Mind Genie, how it works, right? We are describing the model. It's a subscription based model, and inside the subscription, what is going to be there? Inside the subscription, the podcast will come. Correct. These are the things we friends have discussed. Content studio will come. The monthly AI and expert counseling will come, and more mind and body wellness magazine will be created, right? Correct. Now we define what is ChatGPT's role. Correct. So we say you are a startup founder, and you are founding this Mind Genie. Now, why do we do this? We set the context. We don't want generic gyan from ChatGPT. ज्ञान तो कोई भी दे सकता है. But if you define the role, correct? You define the audience for whom you are doing. You define the problem. Then the response at one shot becomes very good, right? And then you properly state the instructions. Like, look here, what we have done is we have said identify the target audience, the right pricing, the three key strategies for GTM, that is go to market, right? So we are very clearly and in a right format prompting what is expected from ChatGPT and under what kind of role, right? Now, also we are mentioning here that create a premium wellness driven brand guidelines for MindGenie. Correct. So we put all this in, and then we ask ChatGPT to make a business focused and professional grade analysis so that we can convert it into a full business concept, right? So ChatGPT works on this, and let's see what the outcome is. So it's saying 15 to 24 years, school students, right? It's also saying college students, pretty correct. But see, it's giving the details, huh? Yeah, secondary audience is parents as well who are concerned, and also institutions. It's saying, oh, I had not thought about that. The strongest initial market is tier two urban. All right, there's a pricing strategy, how to position Netflix plus Headspace plus Mentor. All right, a pricing it has found out. Okay, and a premium plan which can have something extra, priority counseling, expert credits. All right, expert consultation credits is interesting. Institutional licensing is a institutional tie-ups and slabs are also an interesting idea. School and college partnership as one engine, very good. That can be done. Institutional B2B, right? Okay. Then it's saying mental health platform. All right. Schools, colleges, universities. Fair enough. Then it's also saying content-led community building. Right. Now, they're very important channel today. Correct. Then an ambassador network for campuses. Again, very interesting. So see, the common things, it's all structuring it, right? And then the brand guidelines. Healthier mind, a stronger future. Not bad, huh? Now, let's understand, all these things can be edited now, right? Or a couple of prompts can make it very accurate. Or we three friends can sit together and work around that, okay, see, somebody has prepared this for us. What changes do we need? But look at it. If you have the right process in mind, in one shot, you are able to create the business strategy for your brand, right? This is the capability that AI has created. This is what we call a concept for a business. So now, in no time, we have moved from product idea to a concept, right? Now, idea to concept is done. Now, suppose we think that, hey, okay, in the real world, we'll do some further follow ups, we'll discuss, apply our human expertise, do some research. But then we have a structure. Now let's say we have created that. Now we want it to be converted into an investor grade presentation. 3 4 years back, it would have taken 1 2 days for a for a group of 2 3 people to build the business class presentation, right? But today, uh, in the AI native age, these things happen very fast. Let's have a look. We'll again start with our friend ChatGPT and see how it goes. So now to prepare a business presentation, not just the concept, theme, target, pricing is important. What is also important is the financial modeling of the business. So, what is the addressable market size, right? What can be the realistic revenue goals and the scope of margin for the business, right? We asked ChatGPT to next work on that, right? And let's just scan through this. It has said that okay, total addressable market is 104 million students, and at the pricing, it can be a $6 billion addressable market, right? But what in that market can I service? It's taken a sensible percentage, people who are digitally accessible and willing to pay, and said that okay, out of 6 billion, 10,000 crore is a possible market. Out of which, how much can we actually convert, right? Based on all these, in terms of the different segments of revenue model as well, it has come up with that, okay, year one, you can have 50 to 75 lakhs, year two, 2.5 CR, total other things added, 3 CR plus. And then another year, you could reach close to $1 million. And so in 3 years, probably reach 10 to 12 crores of revenue. And this is how your break-even EBITDA profit flow could look, right? And it also says why it looks like a good business model to work on. Now, again, as human experts building this, we can sit together, discuss, do some research, bring in perspectives, talk to industry experts, modify, right? But once you have done that, now both the two answers, the idea to concept and now the TANSAM revenue part, we ask ChatGPT to create a super prompt for Gamma AI to make a precise investor presentation for MindGenie. Now, this 10 card one is it's a free opportunity that you have on Gamma AI, limited but free. Some presentations you can create that way. But if you are starting a business, definitely you would like to want to use AI to get things done, right? So now you are giving some guidelines on the prompt that the prompt should be very pointed, directed to the point, right? So that generic content doesn't come out. Keep an eye on how the prompting is being done, right? You have to be very specific. Overall, you are also explaining the size of the prompt in details, right? And very clear instructions that the two questions that we have discussed so far with ChatGPT, it should pick the key things, right? Theme, concept, market understanding, and not hallucinate. So that the right prompt is created for Gamma AI to then create the presentation. So we move ahead with this. ChatGPT creates the prompt, right? Now, once ChatGPT has created the structure for the 10 slides, we go to Gamma AI and we directly paste it here. We paste it on a presentation part of Gamma AI, and you can see what happens next. You paste, you just choose some formats, right? And then you click generate. Okay. Now, when you click generate, Gamma AI starts generating your slides. See, it takes the prompt, converts it into cards. They call slides cards, right? And your presentation is getting built in no time. See, all this, it's happening in like 2 minutes, correct? And now let's have a look. In around 2 to 3 minutes of operation on Gamma AI, we have a slide, the first slide for angel investors. We have the pitch, it's India's student mental fitness platform. We have a tagline. We then talk about the crisis that nobody is talking about. We then next move on to explaining the platform that we have. One platform, complete mental fitness. Now, this describes the podcast, studio, AI guidance, and the wellness magazine aspects. Then it talks about the market, how big the market is, correct? Then it shows how the revenue model can be worked at a per unit level to institutional and the wellness service licensing. On the right hand side, the images would need some change, but it's okay. This is the first draft. As I told you, after this is ready, you can spend half an hour and make everything perfect, right? And then it moves on, right? It talks about why it's a winning proposition, talks about strong unit economics, clear growth path, right? The margins, the revenue that can be expected, and tells how the 3 years would unfold once you start the business, correct? And ends with a call to action to invest in India's premier mental fitness category where a leadership is being tried to create, to be created, right? So, see, in around 8 to 9 minutes from idea to concept, right? And in another 7, 8 minutes, converting that into an investor presentation, we have moved that fast. This is AI native world. We are living in it. Correct? Now, now we think, okay, can we show this to customers? Do a small mock? Can we show it to investors? In today's world, presentations are usually not enough. You need to move to the prototype stage. So now we will see the concept to prototype development, how it's done again using AI. We will again begin with our friend ChatGPT and see how a prototype is built. So again, to ChatGPT, what we'll ask is, I'm mentioning that I have a free Replit account, right? It has limited free credits. Replit is again an AI tool, correct? So create a minimal prompt that creates a prototype for Mind Genie subscription platform. Okay, give some content and brand guidelines based on the discussion so far. So see, I'm using the content that we have today created and adding it on to the prompts as we move, right? Now, this prototype should be able to demonstrate the functionality in terms of features, aspiration, and journey to the investors. We copy paste the four things, right? The podcast, the content studio, the AI, and the magazine part. And we asked to make a minimalist front end, a prototype, okay, for demonstration. All right. Now, Replit creates that, ChatGPT creates that prompt for Replit. Now, what we do is we go to Replit, okay, we paste the prompt, and Replit starts working. We see wonders happen. Correct? Now we are just, it's our idea, it's our prompt. Now Replit is working. Okay? It's launching the design agents, right? The prototype is getting built. You can see how these things get built. I'm just moving fast, but it's just been 2 minutes on the actual timeline, right? Okay. Now agentic AI is working. Parallel agents are working on the creation, and it's around 4 minutes. They are designing the workflow, right, and setting up the UI, and around in 4.5 minutes, right, we have reached a stage where we are able to start getting the glimpses of the platform that we are creating. Okay. Now I'll just take it a little 30 seconds further. Uh, so the platform is now created. Replit gives me a confirmation that okay, hey, you have built the prototype. Now what we do is we try to have a look at the prototype. So see, healthier mind, a stronger future, right? Our core essence, the key pointers about the community, correct? You click on start journey. There is a subscription button. Looks like a nice dashboard. You tried AI demo. Oh, there is a demonstration of how a student can talk to AI, get good insights. That interaction is being shown. Oh, there's a progress dashboard wherein you can go and track your entire progress of how things are going. Right back to the subscription page here. So this prototype, it took us 5 minutes to build. I do another couple of prompts, guys. I can easily convert this into a proper working demonstration level prototype, right? Now, what have we seen here? From idea to concept to presentation to prototype, from idea to execution, essentially, we have been able to reach in 30 minutes, less than 30 minutes, right? Business team uses ChatGPT to build the problem, audience, pricing, tagline, right? And the market. Founder team creates the pitch deck with problem, solution, and market. Product team uses Replit, create the landing page with hero features, pricing, and lists. Right? So Replit, Gamma, ChatGPT, three tools used for this. Which jobs disappeared? None. AI helped us think, create, and execute faster. You have to become AI native is the key. Your job is not going anywhere. Right? When I was a student your age, I was not using AI, right? But since the AI wave has started, I have made it my uh, point to ensure that I am at the top of it in terms of becoming an AI user, in terms of business, product, founding intelligence, all these aspects, right? So the key is not uh, to be afraid, but to adopt AI to a level that you lead the movement, right? Often students ask this: will AI take my jobs? So the answer is not that AI will take your jobs. The answer is someone who knows AI might take your job if you are not the one who knows AI. That is the way to look at things, right? Now, on that note, just summing this discussion up, AI native learning matters because of multiple reasons. Number one, human plus AI productivity. Organizations are becoming AI native because AI is becoming a daily co-worker across functions, not just a technology tool. So, to become a successful AI native worker in an organization, you need to be masters in collaborating with AI to think, create, and solve problems faster. Point number two, continuous learning and adaptability. In organizations, skills are becoming obsolete faster than ever. There's a requirement for constant upskilling. The kind of tools, the kind of platforms that you are working on, the kind of projects that you are working on yesterday might not be relevant today. So, teams, learners, they need to have the ability to learn, unlearn, and relearn, right? And this ability is becoming more valuable than any other single degree or skill. Point number three, higher order human skills are back in demand. Bang, bang. In organization, as AI is automating a lot of routine skills, then where does our human edge lie in? It shifts to creativity, thinking, judgment, communication, leadership, negotiation, team management, right? So the skills which are more human are creating the edge. Knowing how to learn and master AI is the base requirement today, right? So hence AI native learning is important. This mindset is important for you today at this stage. Now at this stage of your career, you might not essentially be looking at immediately joining an organization today, right? Or starting your own company today. But this mindset and this skill is something that is going to take you a long, long way. In the same regards, right? What we need to understand is AI mastery or AI native readiness is not about uh, doing something for the immediate requirements. It's about having that mindset that I will use AI, play with AI, become good at it, keep becoming good at it, keep evolving with time, right? So the new career formula is degree is not enough for a good career growth, domain knowledge, right? So that you can have problem solving abilities, good communication skills, intent for execution, and AI, they come together to make a great career. Correct? So, what this means for you, keep learning, ask better questions, keep your eyes and ears open, know what's changing, adapt faster than the change. Use AI wisely, become good at it, not just enough for it, right? And build real demonstrable. skills. Correct? The future belongs to learners, not to a specific degree or technology. That's the motto and the mantra of this session. But again, as I mentioned, uh, all these things are life skills today. Uh, Asking questions is very, very important. And with respect to your career, as you move ahead, uh, you should be asking questions because how quickly the things are changing, be it with respect to your campus placements, be it with respect to the streams in colleges for admissions, etc. Right? Uh, a lot of things are getting changed dynamically, right? And there are a lot of career questions which you might have. So I'm introducing AI to you today. You can ask your career questions, admission and placement related questions, and AI and future skills related questions, or any career question that you have in mind. When you ask your questions, we will shortlist, select, and publish the responses on our content studios, depending on if the questions get selected or shortlisted. Or we'll bucket some questions and give an answer, or we'll reply to you on mail, right? But we'll definitely respond, right? So ask your questions to agikya.ai. That is how you will, get answers from experts, uh, where human and artificial intelligence are brought together in analyzing your question and bringing the best answer to you. Correct? So, as the first step, join the Aage Kya community. We have a WhatsApp community called Aage Kya, one for school, one for college. There, all these types of questions, right? You can ask uh, through the Aage Kya Q&A portal. Also, in the community, you will keep getting responses shared through our content engine. Now, what that will do is quite often you don't have exactly the question in mind, but you listen to a similar question that someone else has asked, and that answer helps you understand or clarifies a lot of your doubts, right? So, join this community. I'm sharing the QR codes. The one on the left is the QR code for Aage Kya School WhatsApp community. All you need to do is scan, right? And one on the right, again, you can scan that. It's the Aage Kya College WhatsApp community. Again, I'm repeating, we'll on a regular basis keep answering questions that are asked on the Aage Kya Q&A portal. And those answers, when shared with you in the community, would help you understand a lot of things that are or might be unclear to you at this stage. Our motto of Agikya is clarity at every step, right? Now, apart from that, important events related to career guidance, placement training, important articles, trending information will be shared in these community groups. So, join if you have not joined yet. The group is going to become live and active from the coming week. Also, just sharing a screenshot of how agekya.ai Q&A portal works. This scanner is for the Q&A portal, anedco.in slash agekya slash submit. Now, this is where you go and ask your question. Okay. So just scan this. You will get a link to the Agekya Q&A portal, right? Now, when you go there, you will be able to ask a question. When you ask your question, right, you will get a confirmation message. Now, that question then comes to our portal. What then happens is in an expert portal, the expert asks agekya.ai to create the response to your query. Now, agekya.ai is again a RAG based, a knowledge based linked AI, not a generic AI. Now, it has all expert inputs given with respect to guardrails, with respect to information on careers, right? Now, it creates a response to your career query. That response is reviewed by Anedco counseling and career experts, human experts. And then the feedback or the response is generated. So it's a mix of AI and human intelligence that works on your query, right? If shortlisted, the response comes on our social media content handles. If not, you get an email. In either case, your name doesn't get showcased anywhere. Your question gets answered, right? So do scan this and ask your query with confidence, right? whatever one query you have, one question you have at this point of time, go ahead and ask, right? Uh, and see how AI and human intelligence come together to give you a response. But the response happens, it takes a bit of time. You can fill your question and stay relaxed. The response will come in due course. All right. So this is how it works, right? You ask your question. When you ask your question, uh, you fill in your basic details, right? So the AI understands you and then creates an answer. Our human experts visualize it, and you get answers on email, or you get it on your on our Anedco YouTube channel, right? So the YouTube channel scan code is here as well on the right hand side of the screen. You can follow, scan this, and all up ongoing, trending, AI related, new age careers related, admissions related, placements related, the relevant information will keep coming your way. All you need to do is subscribe and join at the right places and stay in touch, connected with us. I hope a demonstration of what AI native careers today are is something which helped you understand how much expertise and practice you need to build. I hope you enjoyed the session and stay connected to the community, to the YouTube channel, and ask questions on the agekya.ai portal. All the very best. Thank you.